It's been a while, hasn't it? So today I've got this new dilemma. So during the pandemic, as we now call it, the pandemic, I had a hard time finding um, goat's milk providers. Used to, any goat milk provider would just, you could just call them and say, I'll buy, in the gallon jugs, and we have gallon jugs, and we'll just, transfer it out. Hey! And we'll just, you bring your gallon, and we'll give you a clean pickle gallon and jar, and we could get it for $12 a gallon any day of the week. People would bring it to us. No, but thank you. And we would not have any problem finding goat's milk. And we literally have gotten to the point that we can't find anybody to bring us goat's milk. People are just got sensitive about, delivering things. And you can't buy it on the DoorDash. So anyway, we've literally been cutting down how much goat's milk soap we make. We've just been cutting it down. I mean, and finally, this last time we went to go buy, I just went and bought coconut milk. But what do people really love? They love goat's milk soap, right? That's right, time to get a couple of goats. That was a very good one. It does. It really, really does suck that you just, used to, I could just get on the phone, say, I heard you have goats. I'd like to come and see your goats and see the environment in which they're living. And they'd be like, oh, yes, come. Now they're like, who are you? What do you mean you want to come to my place? Right? Because everybody's so suspicious now of everything. And they're so worried about germs. And so we went to Walmart. And I was like, we're completely out of goat's milk soap. We have no goat's milk soap. And we have customers going, where's the goat's milk soap? And we don't have any goat's milk soap. So we bought this right here. So now I have a new dilemma. I just want to, I want to discuss this dwarf goat comment. I want to see me down on my hands and knees with those little bitty duties going like this into a little bitty bucket. That's what I was thinking when you said dwarf. I was like, here I am, down on my hands and knees in the goat room. Either that or I'm trying to get this little bitty dwarf goat, up here. What if it falls off and breaks a leg? I know, right? And you got, I'm thinking dwarf, little bitty dwarf tits. Isn't that what they call them? Teats. Excuse me. I was disrespectful. Anyway, and yes, I have looked at my farmers markets, being in a rural area. I was a 1-800 number, yeah. So I wouldn't even worry about it. It was just that I meant to turn that thing off before I started the live video, but a phone call came in. I do apologize. So anyway, we had 3 options at Walmart. It's true, okay? We could buy a regular 32-ounce thing of goat's milk, liquid, in the refrigerator right there next to the cow's milk. Then we could buy powdered milk in the baking aisle. But then I saw this, and this tweaked my interest. And so we Googled it. There's 60% less water. And what do you have to do with goat's milk soap? You have to say, okay, I'm putting in, normal lye, let's say, was 13 ounces. And I'm putting 6 ounces of goat's milk, let's say, in there. So now I've got to subtract the 6 ounces. So subtract 6 ounces from 13. Let me get my fingers out. Okay, that's 7 ounces. So that means I've got to put all the lye in 7 ounces of water. Well, what do you do when it's 60% less water? Did we still need to reduce? And if so, if we're reducing, we've got 6 ounces. So we've got to reduce 6 ounces by 60%. Hey, Kristen.
Yeah.
Do the math. 6 ounces minus 40%. 6 point minus 40%.
6 point.
Yeah.
That's 3.6.
3.6. So that means you would only have to reduce for 6 ounces. You'd only have to reduce 3.6, and that almost seems wrong. You did 6 minus 40%.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. No, it would be minus 60%. Excuse me. I was going backwards.
2.4.
2.4. You'd only have to reduce 2.4 ounces. And you know, I thought to myself, I just wonder in my sneaky little brain, could I get away with just making regular lye and not having to discount the water if the only extra water is 2 what?
2.4.
2.4 compared. Of course, you know, you're doing a double batch, but it's the same thing. That's a single batch. Well, but only 2.4 in a whole double batch. 2.4 extra ounces. So I decided we would try today and see what happened. And you know who we're going to tell. You. So I thought that'd be totally cool. You know, we'll do we'll do some goat's milk soaps, and we'll see if we have to cure them longer or if they cure normally. We're going to use plain old recipe on the lye. We're not going to short the water at all. And we're going to use this milk here that's 60% less water and see what happens. Right? Sounds totally cool. So that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to take my trusty scale and my measuring cups, and I'm going to open these up with a can opener. Now, one of the things I wanted to talk to you about was when you are using a canned milk, because I find this with the coconut milk, the fat will either float to the top or float to the bottom. I think it's to the top. So you want to shake it good. But if you have these in your cupboard, and every now and then, if you just flip them over, you know, like next week, you go, okay, I'm going to flip it like that. It keeps the fat homogenized through the milk. And so I thought to myself, I might share that little trick. You know, when you make homemade peanut butter or you go somewhere and you buy homemade peanut butter, you know, all the oil rises to the top. Yeah. Just as long as you're getting the essential oils and the additives going, and that is that included? She's making the superfats for the goat's milk soap.
Yes, they're all done.
Okay, and then the two that's different. Well, that wouldn't be done too before she goes. Okay, that sounds cool to me. Sorry about that. I had a question. So if you've got homemade peanut butter, the oil will separate. So if you buy peanut butter in the store, they had to put something in there that wouldn't separate. So whenever we were kids, they put Crisco in there. So you were eating Crisco in your peanut butter. If you buy a cheap brand of peanut butter today, I believe it's still the same thing. And these new ones where it says it's all natural, sometimes you get it and you have to set and flip it. Like every couple of days, just flip your peanut butter, and that keeps the oil from fully separating. The gravity makes it all mix and homogenize and everything. So I thought to myself, that's what I'm going to do, is we'll just flip these cans over every now and then. And today we just bought them. They were sitting in the store. I don't know how long they were been there. So we're just going to shake them really, really good before we use them, because this is a 12-ounce can. and I only need 6 ounces per. So one of these cans, I'll just use half of it. So there's also the possibility that if you see when you open it that there is a large fat mass, that it might be better to put all the milk into a bowl and use a whisk and stir it up real good. Lightly warm it on defrost in your microwave to get that fat blended throughout the product. And then pour up what you need. And then put the last bit in your freezer. And when I do it, when I put it in my freezer, goat's milk, I always measure it out to the exact amount that I need with... Yes, that's right. You put it in your freezer. And so when you get it all blended together and you're comfortable with it, you measure out exactly how many ounces goes in a batch of your soap. And then you seal it up in your container and you get yourself a Sharpie and you write how many ounces is in there. Or if it's for a specific kind of soap, like you may have different recipes that require different amounts, you can make other notes for yourself so that whenever you pull, like, okay, I'm going to make goat's milk soap today, you just pull that out and sit it on the counter and let it start defrosting, and you have exactly what you need for that batch of soap, and that makes it really handy. And so that's one of the things we're doing today. Another thing we're going to do today is I have been able to find, I think it's coming up backwards on your screen, valerian root essential oil. Now, valerian, every time I talk to anybody who is a herbalist, they always tell me that when you sell valerian root, the actual root, to customers that is going to utilize it, to always tell them, do not take it with anything that is a prescription sleep aid or any pain medicine that would relax you, because it's sort of like taking a shot of liquor with your pain meds. It might make you have a good time, but it also could cause your breathing to reduce, because valerian has the same power of relaxing your muscles to the point that your heart or lungs might quit responding. And so I've always been really careful with valerian. So one of the first things I did is I put a do not sell on here, but we are putting it in a blend. And so I'm going to do another video about this recipe and how we've been utilizing it and how it's been working for us. I've been testing it, and I'm going to tell you the recipe a little bit later on today. So if you want to be watchful for that go live video, I'm going to have another video coming out a little bit later. And then also, I'm going to keep you in the loop. We're going to do a couple videos about how this goat's milk ends up working in our soap. And then later on, I'm going to do a video and discuss with you how it cured out with this with a non-water reduced lye formula. We'll see. It could be that with 60% of the water gone, we could get away with it. I do not know. Anyway, so let me look. Does that show? That shows me comments. So let me look over your comments. It is such a blessing to see all of y'all. I know I have Goaty friends, but I'm such a busy person. It's so difficult for me to get out in the country and chase down Goaty people. And I've looked at my farmers markets and I haven't found any goat's milk. And used to, though, I could just call up a goat's milk person and say, you sell goat's milk? And they're like, okay. I was like, can I come and look at, where your goats are at and how they're took care of? Make sure they're healthy goats. Make sure they're not being abused. And they'd be like, totally cool. Come on down. And then after that, we would just say, okay, when you have a gallon that you can give us, just bring it. And we still have 2-gallon pickle jars just sitting over there getting dusty because we can't find any goatee people. And we need goatee people to come here and bring their milk, which was always easy. We paid $12. I think one time we paid 14 a gallon for, and people would just like, when they would run to town to get groceries or something, they would throw a gallon in their car, and then they would just pop by, and and my employee at the time would pay them and give them the empty jar that we'd washed out from the last visit. And we had as much goat's milk as we wanted. And I literally, when the pandemic started, I had so much goat's milk in my freezer, because I'd buy it anytime I could get it, that we didn't run out of goat's milk till about 8 months ago. Isn't that right, about 8 months ago? Kristen, didn't we run out of goat's milk about 8 months ago?
Something like that.
Yeah. That's how much goat's milk I had in my freezer with no complications whatsoever at all. So we've moved a few things around here at the store, and I wanted to give y'all a little bit of a view. I think I can turn the screen. The reason I never used, what did I do? We're in Fort Payne, Alabama. It's the Cornerstone Market, 105 First Street. Oh gosh, I think I accidentally deleted a comment of Lisa. Hang on. Oh good, I think you're back. I was tapping the screen. I think I accidentally deleted your message, and I'm terribly sorry. I was tapping the screen to get the comments to pop back up, and this little box popped up, and I tapped just to make that go away, and I must have accidentally hit the edge of it, and it did something. I do apologize. Anyway, so let's take a little tour. Oh, let's see if I can flip the screen around. There we go. All right, so we got Crock Pots Brewing today. We're doing a hemp soap right here. This one here, see how golden it looks? That's really nice. And that's our hemp soap. And then these here are all the regular soaps. And then we have a work surface. That's normally the break room. And over there is our lye station, where we do lye, and we have a fan to suck out the fumes. And then we changed over here. We've got that draped down so we could get to stuff today. But Edie has been working so tirelessly to organize us. And we've moved all of it in here to where now we're all in this one little area. And she's making super fats at the moment. And back up. And so she's getting us all organized. And that's our shipping stuff, which we're soon to move. And then here is our little office section in the back. And, of course, over here is our product refrigerator and microwave, can opener, toaster, and everything. And then over here, we're still working to organize over here. And here's where we keep all of our bottles and jars and containers. And we use these wonderful warmers to preheat our super fats. And we're making the goat's milk soap over here today. This one here has not completely melted yet. What I love about goat's milk soap is it only takes 45 minutes to an hour to cook. And then here's another warmer. You can pick these things up at estate sales really cheap. Flea markets, trade days, thrift stores. We just love those. And everything. And yes, that's the stove from 2013. It's still hanging on just barely. Anyway, and so I'll take you for a tour out here just a bit. This is our incense section. And singing bowls, things of that sort. Crystal points, crystal balls, more incense, things that hang, pocketbooks. We've just put in a great big old order, so we're low of quite a few things at the moment. But we're getting ready for Christmas. And all these buckets up here, we've done really well with this. All these buckets that's up here are different herbs in little packets. And we buy that by the pound. And then we we cut it up into ounce and half an ounce packets. I really enjoy making these tarts. Those are really fun. And we make candles. And we have people that do art and bring it in on consignment. We enjoy that. And as you'll notice, my daughter broke her foot, and she was our main soap artist that come in when it was soap making day. And look at all these shelves empty of soap. And we sell tumbles, lots of tumbles. We buy a lot of tumbles, and they sell so fast. We're so low right now, I've got to start making an order. We sell some loose herbs that we're still slowly but surely fading out of what we used to buy. And look how low we are of sage. We've got like several $100s worth of sage coming. And then here's more soaps. But we are so low. And we sell CBD, and we sell essential oils, and we sell fragrances. I only sell the fragrances from Essential Depot. Journals, burners. We have glass jars everywhere with these little bitty packets, and we make our own little labels for them. Kristen is awesome about that. And here's more stuff that we sell. I made that right there. It's for your sage, blowing your sage. And more jars. More jars. I have so much fun with all this stuff. I do love it. And for those who want to see the woman in the bathroom, there she is. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so happy I was to help you to make homemade soap. That was my goal in life. And of course, my videos live on and make new soapers every day. That's the little lady in the store bathroom. Some people say that when you open up your phone, if you have it open when you flush the toilet, she'll talk to you. And now this is the pouring station, but we're actually, since we converted, essential oils are in Walmart now. And so since we converted to selling them in these bottles like this and having them ready to go, the pouring station, the only thing that's keeping it there is me and my daddy built that from scratch. And I don't want to destroy it. And so, but we're fixing to convert. And here, I'll give you another view of the store. And, but we're fixing to convert and take this out and open up this space for retail, and try to utilize that thing back here for where we have all of our shipping supplies. We save boxes and things, and so that's what we're going to do, is try to possibly utilize it here somewhere. How often do we stir?
Every 20 minutes.
Every 20 minutes, that's right. We got a timer going up here. Every 20 minutes we stir. And somebody gave me this a long time ago, and I have finally learned how to use it over the years. And I don't know if you're going to watch today, but thank you. And look what a good job they're doing keeping the sides clean. I should sell. I lost I lost whatever that was making me be. Oh, there we go. You should sell organic pyramids.
I know what that is.
What is that?
It's like the crystal pyramid thing. You do things.
But they're organic?
I think of it as like, shape, origami.
Oh,
I think.
I might have read it wrong. I'm sorry. You're getting that little thing across the thing because my screen's broke. I have a claim in, and they sent me another. Oh, look, I've got a rainbow going. And they sent me another phone, but it wasn't my phone. Oh, look. Ooh, okay. And they... Look! I've got a bolt of white energy. It was right in my forehead.
Oh, I don't have enough cups.
You don't have enough cups? Okay, we'll go over there and find some more cups.
Just random cups.
Well,
Just glass ones.
come on, we'll come over here. They'll come with me. We used these.
Okay.
How many cups do we need?
Just like 3 or 4 maybe.
Okay, well, this one here. This is one we've used. Oh, yeah, these are good. These are good right here. And this one, but see, this one was dusty. And I was putting some of them over here. Like, these are really good to use, but they got to be washed. So you might,
Are these fine?
it's just we haven't used them in so long. Yeah, these don't look too bad.
Okay.
These 4. Did you just need 4?
Maybe. I think.
Okay. Oh, guys, look what I found. Pine tar in the freaking gallon jug. I know, right? No more tracing the Tractor Supply down. Hang on. See, we're over here making our super fats. Getting ready. All right. So we will be back, as they say, as we're progressing throughout the day. So if you're handy and you see a notification, jump on it. Make sure you turn the bell on. If you don't turn the bell on, you won't get a notification. And let's see, Kim, tell us how you developed your customer base over the years. Was it all your videos or websites? When it comes to my website, the YouTube channel filters people. That is very true. The YouTube channel filters people to my website, and then they tell people, and we ship out. Kristen over here is our ship artist. and then when it comes to the store, I have never been one for giving away free soap. Because, you'd give away free soap, and then that customer, might not come back, blah, blah, blah. You'd give it away to people, and then they just come back and want more free soap. And I always called it making soap bombs. So we did have a black bin, and anytime a new employee would mess up soap, or if we were doing test batches, somebody giggled over here, or if we just had soap that maybe aged out, people didn't like it, we tried something, it didn't work, blah blah blah. Well, what we did is we had that sealer over there, and what we started doing is taking those bars and cutting them either in half or 4. And then sealing them up, little bitty bars. And we have a shelf in the front. Now, I got this idea from the pizza place that the kids go to, where they've got the little the games in the back. Chuck E. Cheese, right? Chuck E. Cheese.
Stevie B's too.
Stevie B's. Okay, so we're the Chuck E. Cheese of the metaphysical world. So what we did is we have a top shelf and a bottom shelf at the cash register. And all the things on the top shelf, if you purchase more than $25 or more, you get to pick one free item. And then on the second shelf, If you buy $50 or more, you get something off the second shelf. I don't care how cheesy it is. People like getting something free. And have you saw the kids running back there wanting to put money in those machines and get all those tickets, and they go up and get this little bitty thing, and they do not care. It was a toy, and they got it for free, and they turned in little pieces of paper, and somebody gave them something real. And so I decided to try it here at the store, and it really works. Okay. And so one day we had some soap, and we were getting tired of moving that, $2 bin around. And so we decided to cut the soap up and put it on the $25 shelf. And so we started, when you purchase this, you get this. So I think this is not creating soap bums, okay? So you could have a little basket or 2 baskets, that said, like, if you purchase X amount of dollars of my products, you get to pick one thing out of this bin for free. You can put little testers of lotion, little testers of your creams. We did the soaps. You can cut them up into 4s. You can cut them up into halves, depending on the size of your bar. We sealed them up. We didn't put no label. We didn't say what they were. They're just in plastic. And people who were not soap people that come in here to buy other stuff became addicted. Because if you use real soap, you know how you do. You get addicted so easily. And our soap sales tripled within months. Because people would come in and get that little half bar on because they bought $50 or more, they'd get that little half bar. And they'd take it home and they'd use it. And, it's just so different washing with real soap. Your skin is just so different after a bath with real soap. Yes, you usually have to wash your shower a little bit more, or your tub. But it is so worth it when it comes to your skin. And so it just became a thing here at the store. And now we do it regularly. Anytime some kind of soap just isn't moving, that we tested some new fragrance or some new combo, or maybe it's wintertime and it's a summer soap like a pina colada and there's 4 bars left, we just cut them up, reseal them, put them on the shelf for free as a gift for what you've purchased. Saves me from having to buy something. And we're just growing soap customers left and right. So that's my opinion of a good way to grow customers. Don't just hand people stuff for free and say you can come buy more, because they'll just come and ask for more free soap. So, give them something because they bought. And then you have, in my opinion, you will have the opportunity to have somebody fall in love with another scent. Every time you make soap, you could take 2 bars out of every loaf, and you could cut it into 4 pieces and seal it up and chunk it in your free bin. Every time you could just on purpose make a brand new scent and just make 2 crock pots instead of 1. And 3 of those loaves you could sell, and 1 loaf you could chop up and put it in there. And then people get to pick something that they didn't buy, and next time they're going to come back and want to buy that and what they bought before. And the creams. People that just buy the soap but don't spend the money for the homemade cream, get those little half an ounce and 1 ounce jars and load them up with your creams or lotions, and let people take home a little free jar of your cream, and there you go. You've got a new cream customer. I had a lady who got a hold of some of my body butter. She drove a long way to come to the store to get more, because nothing had ever been like that before. So that's my tip of the day. I got to put my phone on charge now if I'm going to be able to do the goat's milk videos later. So I'll talk to you later, guys. I love you, and I'll see you later on today.